Hi and welcome. This is Maggie. Now, today we're going to have a little chat about aligning vibrations. You know, the manifesting thing has been out there, and there's so much happening in the world of manifesting. So, some of us are a little bit like, oh, what am I doing wrong? Why aren't I getting it? Why aren't I manifesting this? Why haven't I got the perfect relationship, the perfect job? Blah, 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 blah. And on it goes. Now, understanding energy is the first part of it. Energy in motion is what makes it work. Now, when we want something really badly, we have to align a vibrational energy. It's no good having this energy here of, say, new house and having this energy of, oh, can't do it, flat broke. These energies have to align and they have to come forward. They have to be magnetically clicked together. So, how do we do that? Over the years, I've worked with several processes and developed some and improved on some and forgotten about some. However, this one I call the check because it's incredible and it works on bringing us what we want. Okay, yes, we've got to put some time and effort into it, but we've got to put time and effort into whatever we do. How much time we devote to something gives us how much we get back. What you put in, you get back. End of story. You put a little bit of effort, you get a little bit back. But what is the beauty of the check method? The beauty of the check method is you get to align your feelings with what you want because you're actually putting yourself in that emotional place. Yes, it takes a bit of doing, but trust me, follow me. If at the end of this you would like a PDF printout, they're available for $1. Yep, $1. Send me an email and PayPal $1. It'll all sort itself out. First up, you need to make the commitment. Okay, I'm going to set up a check account. This is what you need to do. I actually set one up in Excel because it's easier. You can set it up in a diary, a book, a computer folder, whatever works for you. First, you must create a check. This is quite simple. There are many samples on the internet that you can actually create a check. And I guess many of you young ones with no idea what a check is. It's like we used to write this bit of paper out and take it to the bank and they'd give us this amount of money, or we'd pay our bills with a paper check and they'd take it to the bank and cash it in. So first we produce the check. Now, most checks have got the name on the bank of which they're connected to. This one you're calling the Bank of Abundance. The Bank of Abundance. Simple, because the bank, we assume the banks are endlessly supplied with cash, and they appear to be. The universe is absolutely surrounded by everything we want. It's right there. So, Bank of the Universe. The next thing, on the check, most checks will have pay to. On pay to, you write your name. It's like whatever you answer to, whatever's the best name for you. I just write Maggie Sinton because that's who I focus, who I am. Okay, so you've got your name on your check. Underneath the name pay to, they have the amount. You have to be precise with the amount. The first amount on your first check is going to be $2,000. So pay to, you put $2,000. Now that's usually it's signed by who is paying it. Say if I was writing you a check, I'd put your name on pay to and I'd sign it M. Sinton. You're going to actually sign this universal law. That's right, universal law. So you've created your check, Bank of Abundance. You can put any background image you like on it, whether it's dollar signs. whether it's a picture of you, whether it's something you know, perceive to be absolute abundance. Your check is personal. And because you're going to be working with it, you need to get it something that you're comfortable with, but also something that you're going to be able to change, because you're going to change it week to week. So we've got the check, Bank of Abundance, pay to, sum of $2,000, signed Universal Law. Wow. You've actually got $2,000 to spend. A few rules though. You've got this much to spend in a week. You're not allowed to spend it on bills. You're not allowed to spend it on anybody else. You're not allowed to give it away. So you now open your bank account. You create a bank account. I find this is wonderful in Excel or just straight up, whichever works for you. Okay. Opening balance. Opening balance, Bank of Abundance, $2,000. So you've got in your opening balance, you've got from the Bank of Abundance, you've got $2,000. Now the fun bit comes. How do you spend this $2,000? On anything you like, anything whatsoever. So let's go. We're going to the hairdressers. We're going to have the works. We're going to have the color, the cut, the style, da 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 da. Okay, $250. You write then the date. So if you start this on the 15th of November, you'll write 16th of November. The name of the hairdressers, because you're working like this money is real, and the more reality you put in there, the better. So if you choose a hairdresser you have been desperate to go to but can't afford, you can afford it now. So you write the name of the hairdresser in there, how much it costs, balance. So you've spent this amount, then you take the balance. You take away that $250 from that $2,000. Balance, and you continue spending until you've got a zero balance. Now this zero balance could be, you could make it in one day, you could make it in a week, but by the end of the week, say you started, what's today, Thursday, you started Friday, by next Thursday evening you have to have a zero balance. Okay, so it's like, have fun, have a look at wow, if you had $2,000 to spend completely on you, by yourself, for yourself, how would that work? What would you buy? Would you go online and buy games? Would you go online and buy clothes? Would, like me, go to the hairdressers? Would you buy the perfume, the crystals, things you want? And you know, the weirdest thing is, like, when I started doing this, it took a short while, but things that I'd written in my lists where I'd spent my money actually started coming back to me. You see what you're doing? You're actually aligning your mind with the possibility that there is endless cash, which there is. You're not struggling with, oh, if I wish I could have that, I wish I had the money for this, I wish I had the money for this. You're operating out of a place of having it. So here's where the magic starts again. We're back to next Friday and we've got a zero balance. Are we worried? Hell no, because we are going to write another check. Bank of Abundance, pay to you the sum of $4,000. You notice we've doubled the amount. You've now got 1 week to creatively spend $4,000. And, you know, you can make vision boards, whatever. You can take images of your favorite websites, holiday places, whatever, and build this amazing vision board. The more you actually put into this simplistic exercise, the much more you get out of it. So you've now got $4,000 to spend. Wow. And I know some of you, your minds will be ticking over and going, but what if I want to buy a house or a new car? Wait, it's coming. It's coming. Trust me, it's coming. You don't have to pay for anything in installments on this program. You spend your $4,000. What happens the Friday after that? Bank of Abundance gives you $8,000. Every time you come to the beginning of a week, you double the last week. So you've got a check for $2,000 sitting there. You've got a check for $4,000 sitting there. You've got a check for $8,000. You've got a check for $16,000. You've got a check for $32,000. Next check, $64,000. Oh, look, they're just doing a scan. Let me get rid of it. Flaming computers, they never do anything when you need them, do they? Go away, shoot, gone. So every week you double the amount of the previous week. And what you've got now is a never-ending access to whatever you want. It becomes a fun connection, and it gives you the emotional link, the mental link to abundance. Because when you're doing this, you're not, please don't think, look, I want this, but I can't have it. Look, no, that's not how it works. How it works is in your mind and in your paper, in your document, whatever you've created, you have this abundance. You have access to whatever you want. What is actually gradually happening here? Your vibrations are lining up. Your emotion, your mind doesn't know the difference between real and make-believe. They make no definition whatsoever. But they do work on they connect with our emotions and our self-talk. So if you're self-talking, yeah, I'm booking this holiday, but it's not real. It's like, But if you go, wow, there's south of France coming up here, and then you go online and you look up actual accommodation. Don't make up a place or make up an amount. Look up the actual place. Look up the actual accommodation. Picture yourself, wow, this is it. I'm in the south of France. Yeah, there's this tour. I'll book this tour in. It's like, make it real. The more you put into this, the more you'll get out of it. Now, do you have any questions? I do understand it's simplistic, but it can get a little confusing. Do you have any questions? Anybody with a question, yes or no? So, it really is one of the easiest, one of the simplest, and one of the quickest ways I have ever used for aligning, to get the vibrational energy happening, to get it all coming together. Let's run through it again. You write your check, Bank of Abundance, sign to yourself, pay the amount of. We start with 2,000. Every week you double the last amount and you sign it universal law. Universal law, because that's how it works. So now go practice. And remember, if you'd like a printed copy, just send me an email, and PayPal it'll sort out. I'll get the details on the website before the end of the day. Okay, thank you so much for joining me. I'll be back with some more information and some more sharing processes and things that you can work with to make your life easier, to make this ascension process to different levels and energy spaces easier. Because life wasn't meant to be difficult. It was meant to flow. So let's find ways to make it flow. Again, thank you so much, and I'll catch you shortly. Bless.